It seems to me the single most interesting accomplishment of Purdue is that you haven't raised tuition fees for students in the 5 years that you've been there. Well, most universities have risen them anywhere from 2 to 4, even 5% a year. At the same time, you're announcing, or you did announce early in your tenure there, a sizable increase in the number of faculty in the STEM fields. How did you do it? Did you draw down endowments? Did you or cash reserves? Did you talk the state legislature into giving you obscene amounts of money? Did you go more into debt, or were there some other means that you did it? Did you pare down, for example, the size of the administrative bureaucracy? Tell us how you did it.
Well, I was going to answer none of the above till you got to the very last question. And yes, we've done what we can to concentrate resources on the core functions of the university, teaching and research, and not on administration. But none of the rest of that applies. We're getting less money from the state of Indiana than we were. I want to hasten to add, Indiana has been third in the nation, last I looked, in maintaining overall support for higher ed. But we have a performance funding formula that looks backwards, and Purdue is suffering the consequences of the way that formula works. Right now. So we've been getting less money from the state. Our cash reserves are bigger, not smaller than before. We have raised salaries at least at par with our peers, and in a couple years more. And we have added faculty, as you mentioned. We have not shifted to, as many schools have, so-called contingent faculty, doing it on the cheap. We have at 74 or 5%, we have the third highest ratio of tenured professors of any American university. So it's none of those things. We simply have tried to build a culture of economy here. Richard, this is a wonderful place full of views on every subject you can name, just as a university should be. But one thing that I would say everybody here agrees on is that we want Purdue University to remain affordable to students of all backgrounds who can meet our standards. And so we've asked everybody to support this policy and pitch in. I have to say, much as in government and in business, if the top line goes flat, when you draw a line, or it's drawn for you, people sharpen their pencils and do things they probably should have done sooner. And so I often say that economies, and we've practiced a lot of them, from procurement to modernizing our health care plan, to watching more carefully how we build capital projects, that economy has contributed to the freeze, but the freeze has contributed to economy or efficiency also. So it hasn't been anything magic about it, and we are very, very confident that we have been investing in Purdue's future and building Purdue's future, not damaging it in any way.